tribulations, my heart, my balls, my somebody stop, somebody come and get me. Little did I know that the Lord was riding with me. The dark, the light, my heart, the fight, the wrong, the right is gone.
Hey out there YouTube, this is Sam2 aka Wild Moose 6 with your quick review on Troop Zero. So Troop Zero is a new, I guess I would call it a comedy. I actually went into this one blind. I didn't see any trailers or anything beforehand. I wanted to be pleasantly surprised. And it's a kind of a coming of age story that's also a comedy as well, as Viola Davis, Mike Epps, and Jim Gaffigan. Yeah, I would say right off the bat, it's worth seeing. The word that I would use to describe the movie would be inspirational. I haven't seen a movie in a long time that was as heartwarming, and that was also inspirational. You have these characters, and they all feel very real. They all feel very human. The dialect, the writing, and script is masterful, and also the characters it's set in Georgia. That's not really a spoiler, but it's set in Georgia, and they have a dialect coach because everyone's trying to use little bits of the accents. Maureen Brennan is the dialect coach, so shout out to her because she did absolutely phenomenal work. I usually don't think much of movies where people are trying to use accents because I think that most times they're not done very well. But she did an excellent job with everyone, and to do that even with kids, like because a lot of the cast is children. Casting was masterful. I felt like everyone was well suited for their roles. I was impressed. I was very impressed. Troop Zero, go see it, go check it out. It's produced by, I believe, by Amazon actually, and I was very because I think Netflix movies are they're solid, I think, but I think that the editing of Netflix movies can be a little bit irregular at times. And well, I guess it depends on the movie, but if this is any indication of how Amazon is going to going forward, I'm very impressed by the quality. I edit myself, and so I was blown away by the quality of the editing. And they were able to use editing to make some moments be more subtle, and so you felt them over time, like pinpricks slowly adding up. They were able to deal with some very complex themes like, loss of a parent. They dealt with questions of identity. One of the characters, has some interests that are not very conventional for of someone of their gender. Another one of them is a person of faith, and that kind of isolates them a little bit and alienates them a little bit from their peers. And one person has a lot of built-up frustration, and another, it's so good. I can't say enough how much I liked this movie. I'm not going to give it a 1 out of 10. I do that for myself, but I feel like it's a trap to pull into. But I loved this particular film. I was glad to see it. I saw it at the Air and Space in IMAX. I don't think you need to see it at Air and Space in IMAX. I think a regular theater will be just fine. But I was blown away by the movie. I think it was because the space is a big part of the theme. One of the I forget what her name is, but one of the main actors for the movie actually showed up in the theaters and gave us all a little spiel about it. She's from DC. The girl who plays, what was her name? I wrote it down. This is why I have notebooks, everyone, because my memory can be inconsistent at times. Where's my page? Miliana Ray, and she showed up briefly. I don't know if she stayed, but she popped in, but she's from DC, which was really, really cool because I'm also in DC, and it was cool just to see that the local actor is screening for a movie there. That's got to be really cool for her, especially because she's really young. It's a great way to start her career. I love it. I hope that it wins awards, particularly the score, the soundtrack, the editing, and the acting all together. The cinematography was good too, but it was a movie without flaws. I think maybe one challenge, one critique is that, at times they did a little bit of too much exposition in moments where people were really frustrated, so they would have an argument and they would use that to kind of explain things that they wouldn't talk about otherwise. And I felt like those moments were a little bit, it could have been a little bit cleaner, but at that point I'm just nitpicking. I think, actually forget it. I'm going to give it a rating. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I was very impressed with the movie. Very impressed. I would buy this movie. I would own it. I really liked it. I would watch it with, family. I will watch it with friends. It's a movie that has kids, but it's well suited towards people maybe who teach and work with young people. Maybe it's also suited to adults who enjoy a little bit of the nostalgia feel. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Can't say enough good things about the movie. Take care.